Did you know that every major breakthrough in life starts with a single thought? That thought, often rooted in an assumption, has the power to shape your reality. But here's the catch. Most of us operate on negative assumptions without even realizing it. Today, we're going to uncover how the power of positive assumptions can unlock the epic life you've been dreaming of. Welcome to Neovation Nation, where we turn everyday moments into extraordinary opportunities for growth. Today, we're diving into the concept of assumptions. Now, let's break this down. An assumption is a belief we hold about ourselves, others, or the world that shapes how we think and act. These beliefs are like lenses through which we view everything around us. And here's the fascinating part. Those lenses aren't always accurate. They're shaped by our past, our fears, and even societal expectations. Think about it. If you believe you're not good at something, you probably won't even try. If you assume you're destined for failure, you'll avoid taking risks, and success will remain out of reach. But what if you could flip the script? What if you started assuming the best about yourself and the world? Imagine the opportunities you'd see, the risks you'd take, and the incredible achievements that would follow. In this video, we're going to explore the hidden power of assumptions and show you how to use them to unlock an epic life filled with potential. We all have assumptions, but here's the thing. Most of us never stop to think about them. Assumptions are those automatic thoughts that pop into your head and shape your behavior without you even realizing it. They're like a silent script running in the background, dictating how you approach life. The real problem arises when these assumptions are negative. Let me give you some examples. Have you ever wanted to apply for your dream job, but thought, "I'm not qualified, so why bother?" Or maybe you avoided speaking up in a meeting because you assumed your ideas weren't good enough. These small, everyday moments are where negative assumptions show up, and they quietly hold us back. Over time, they create a pattern, a life defined by fear, hesitation, and missed opportunities. But here's the kicker. These assumptions are just beliefs. They're not facts. Yet, they feel so real that they shape your decisions, your actions, and ultimately, your reality. If left unchecked, negative assumptions can limit your growth, block your potential, and keep you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. Imagine how much more you could achieve if you weren't weighed down by these invisible barriers. Let's take a deeper dive into how assumptions work. There are two main types of assumptions we need to address: self-assumptions and societal assumptions. First, let's talk about self-assumptions. These are the beliefs you hold about yourself, often based on past experiences or fear of failure. Think about it. If you tried public speaking once and it didn't go well, you might assume you're bad at it. That belief might stop you from ever trying again, even though public speaking is a skill you can develop with practice. Self-assumptions are tricky because they feel personal. They sound like, "I'm not smart enough," "I'll never be successful," or "I don't deserve happiness." But here's the truth. Those are just stories you've told yourself, and you have the power to rewrite them. Next, societal assumptions. These are beliefs we inherit from the world around us. Society might tell you that success looks a certain way, or that some dreams are only achievable for certain types of people. For example, you might believe you need a specific degree, a certain amount of money, or even permission from others to chase your goals. These societal assumptions often create invisible walls that limit what we think is possible. But remember, society's definition of success doesn't have to be yours. Now, here's where assumptions get really powerful. Think of them as a lens through which you see the world. If you assume the world is full of problems, you'll only notice obstacles. But if you assume the world is full of opportunities, you'll start seeing doors you never noticed before. This isn't just a feel-good idea, it's backed by science. Psychologists call this the self-fulfilling prophecy. When you expect something to happen, you unconsciously act in ways that make it come true. The question is, are your assumptions working for you or against you? Here's the breakthrough moment. Assumptions aren't set in stone. They're beliefs you've adopted over time, and just as easily as you learn them, you can unlearn and replace them. Think of negative assumptions as chains that weigh you down. When you identify them and choose to let them go, it's like cutting those chains and finally being free to live the life you want. Let me share a story to illustrate this. A close friend of mine always believed they weren't leadership material. They thought being quiet and introverted made them unfit for leadership roles. For years, that assumption held them back from promotions and opportunities. But one day, they decided to challenge that belief. They started small, volunteering to lead a project at work. The result? Not only did they succeed, but they discovered that their quiet, thoughtful approach to leadership was actually a strength. That single shift in assumption unlocked a whole new world of possibilities for them. The same can happen for you. The moment you replace "I can't" with "what if I can," or "this won't work" with "let's see what happens," everything changes. Positive assumptions are like keys. They unlock potential, opportunities, and growth you didn't even know were possible. So, how do you start transforming your assumptions today? It's a simple but powerful process. First, identify your assumptions. Start by paying attention to the thoughts that come up in challenging situations. Do you assume failure before you even begin? Do you assume others will reject your ideas? Write these thoughts down. They're the assumptions running your life. Second, challenge negative beliefs. Once you've identified your assumptions, ask yourself, is this really true? Where's the evidence? You'll often find that these beliefs are based on fear or outdated experiences, not reality. Third, reinforce positive assumptions. Finally, replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," try, "I'm constantly improving." Use affirmations, visualize success, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Over time, these new assumptions will become your default. Let's wrap this up. Assumptions are powerful, invisible forces that shape every aspect of your life. Negative assumptions limit you, creating barriers between you and your dreams. But the good news is, you have the power to rewrite those beliefs. By identifying, challenging, and replacing negative assumptions with positive ones, you can create a life that's not just good, but epic. Remember, life doesn't respond to who you are, it responds to who you assume yourself to be. So, why not assume greatness? Why not assume that you're capable of incredible things? Because the truth is, you are. Now it's your turn. What assumptions have been shaping your life, and how are you working to challenge them? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the next video for more insights on transforming your mindset. Let's unlock the epic life you deserve together.